Hello, hello, and welcome to Limitless Light with me, Angel Yvette. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope that you enjoy it. I'm going to be reading for the new moon in Aquarius, which is happening January 21st at approximately 12:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which means 3:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 1:50 p.m. Central. If you're not a part of any of those regions, go ahead and search on Google and things of that nature for the equal time in your area. Thank you so much again for clicking on this video. Thank you for engaging. I got a comment last week. That's pretty cool. So I appreciate that. And then the comment was just like, awesome. So thank you so much for that. I look forward to engaging with you all more. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the reading for the new moon in Aquarius in 2023. So I'm going to be using 3 decks, the Tantra Toolbox Empowerment cards as the Oracle, the Illuminated Tarot for the highlighted messages, and then for clarification, we're going to go ahead and use Old Trusty, which is the holographic Rider-E-Waite deck. We're going to start with the Oracle. This is what she looks like. Thank you so much, sis. Charm Latrice, Tantra Toolbox, Empowerment cards. Let's go. Okay, so I'm shuffling. And the card that came out is number 9. So I will be pulling another Tantra Toolbox at the closing of the main reading. However, this first one is going to be the leading energy that we are dealing with going into this Aquarius season. And it reads, protect your energy. Choose the better thoughts. I am protected and supported by life. Ooh, say that 2 more times. I am protected and supported by life. Again, 1 more time. I am protected and supported by life. And lastly, don't be afraid to say no. I'm going to put this here so that we can keep looking at it if we'd like. And I'm going to go right ahead and go into the Illuminated Tarot, which has been baking for a few minutes actually. I mean, other than the past few days. This is my 3rd attempt at this video, so fingers crossed that we get through it. And that the audio works out fine. Thank you again so much for being here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if this does resonate with you. And comment. It's great to hear what messages do resonate, to hear that they resonate, and you know, your take of the video, honestly. For this Aquarius new moon, we have this card that came out. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like that until we pull out some more. Let's pull all the cards first. This one jumped out possibly head first. We don't know if it's reversed, so let's see. Wow, they're all coming out backwards. So I'm excited because, you know, mystery. Hello. Mystery is always, not always, maybe. Some people don't like surprises, and so I'm guessing that mystery is not so great for people who don't like surprises. This 4th one fell on top of the 2nd one. I'm going to see if there's anything else. Ooh, 2. Okay, so we're going to just put these 2 right here on top of each other because they flipped over on top of each other. Bottom of the deck, we have Jack of Clubs. We may be in a process of discovery, some of us, many of us potentially. Also, we're almost fighting to find things that reflect us, when the things that reflect us may be staring right in our faces or may be right next to us. This Jack of Clubs is telling me not to disregard what's right in front of us that could really push us toward the goals that we have, and to take advantage of what we have at our fingertips or our paw tips. I'm going to go ahead and put that deck right there, and let's see what these cards are. Wow, 4 of Hearts or 4 of Cups is the first card out. Okay, we'll get into it. Traditionally, Four of Cups is sort of exactly what I just read for the Jack, where it's like we're either too focused on what's in front of us and we're not taking a look at what's to come or what could be staring us in the face. We're not giving it a chance. Well, there are 3 cards here, so that's exciting. We're gonna see. I thought this was 2 cards. It's 3. All right, so next card is number 10, which is also in this deck, the Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Cups, or Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful, beautiful. 5 of Clubs reversed. So that's the 5 of Wands reversed. Yeah, okay. We'll see. And then this card is the Fool, or in this deck, the Joker. Okay? I'm going to read these 3 in relation to the 4 of Cups and see what they are. 4 of Cups, basically saying if we're looking outside of the things we already know and the things that we already have, we may miss the things that are here already for us. Okay? I see that there is a area of restraint here with the 5 of Clubs that we possibly have been experiencing. The 10 of Hearts is letting us know that that's not something we need to experience anymore. It was a phase. It was a phase, and we definitely don't have to make it more than it has to be, essentially, especially if it's like a hard period of letting go or something along those lines. Try not to hyperfixate on it and try to embrace the things around you. Again, these flowers, these chrysanthemums, I believe that they're called, around this Fool are also in the Fool's mouth. Okay? So it's like taking the tools around you, the individuals around you, the environment around you, and really making something of it, taking advantage of the things that are at your fingertips that you can just grasp or bite into. Something that I think is really interesting too, just personally, I've been hearing a lot of people respond with "I'll bite" as a response. People will sort of, like the other party they're talking to, will indulge them into some frame of thinking or some questioning, and the response has been, "I'll bite." Maybe we've been resisting those tools around us and indulging in them. And now we're coming to a place of having a fresh set of eyes, having a fresh approach to our environment, specifically, I feel here, and how we engage. For these next 3 cards, we have, oh wow, 5 of Spades or 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups or 6 of Hearts, and then the Sun or the 9 of Clubs. Beautiful, right? I just think this is great energy. I think that altogether, I'm going to go into it. Definitely resonates with a lot of things I've been saying lately, like each of these different aspects. So let's get into it. The 5 of Spades. The 5 of Spades is usually like practicing. It's usually like getting a better grasp on things so that when the time comes where we need to be ready, we are. And in this 5 of Spades, I feel like part of being ready is knowing when to show your hand and knowing when not to. It came out in confluence, I'll say, with the 10 of Hearts. I think that in order for us to move forward progressively in the way that we seek to, we are going to have to really utilize our discernment at this time going into Aquarius season during the Aquarius new moon, and take those moments to really establish a sense of understanding of what we want, who we are, what we're willing to accept, and what we're willing to let go of. There doesn't need to be a why all the time. I understand that whys help in the sense of reasoning, but some things just, it's hard for us to reason with. And this is really requesting something greater than reason. This is requesting a tap into intuition and a tap into faith. Now we have the 4 of Hearts, 5 of Clubs reversed, and the 6 of Hearts upright. Speaking of that divinity, On the Four of Cups, traditionally, there is a person sitting in front of a tree focused on 3 cups in front of them. And they look kind of disappointed. They look kind of defeated, like they're wallowing in this defeat. I think for Aquarius energy, for the end of the Capricorn season, a specificity was to try not to wallow so that you can bring in more abundance, okay? With this Four of Hearts, this is again reminding us not to wallow and to be open to the opportunities that are our companions, that are staring us in the face, that are here for us, and to utilize both our discernment and our sense of faith and our abilities and in our foresights to know what is for us and to know what is not. Either way, we are supported. 6 of Hearts, 6 of Cups. There is a hand reaching out to support us. It's up to each of us individually to know which hands are the ones that we keep and which ones we throw away, which ones we show, and which ones we hide. This is really going to require us tapping into our sense of self and our needs and our self-worth. So we're going from the beginning to the end, the Fool to the 9. The 9 is such an incredible number for that pre-transition. This number 9 is the Sun. When I say super, I mean super. Okay, the Sun is about that abundance. These 2 cards, abundance, also opportunity. The Sun is also pure joy. When you look at the Sun in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, it's bliss. It's innocence. The Fool or the Joker, innocence. This time may impel us to go back to a situation where we approach things innocently and without that sense of expertise or understanding. And it feels that we're being given an opportunity to begin again with a more enriched understanding and a more enriched knowledge. I'm going to clarify with the Rider-Waite now with Oh Trusty. Oh Trusty, where you at? Too many at once. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Also, wow, 4 of Cups in reverse. That's a word. 4 of Wands upright. 7 Chariot, 2 of Pentacles, and the Tower. This further goes into, and then the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It is reversed. Wow, this is further going into the messages I just brought up. So let's see. The 4 of Cups. Speaking of the traditional way that it's depicted, we have this 1 cup being offered. We have these 3 cups and this person under the tree, looking pitiful and confused. A message here is to go about things with confidence and gratitude. Before editing the last video, there was a part where I don't know if I kept it in, I don't think I did, but I mentioned fake it till you make it. And this may be that period. But it doesn't have to be. Okay, you have the 6 of Cups here. So you have people that can support you. You have resources that can support you with any type of uncertainty you have. Because I feel like as much as you are certain with this 2 of Pentacles reversed, some of us may feel that we still have to go above and beyond and do this and that and the other, go out of our way. And that's not necessarily the case for getting things to align with us and within us. The Tower did come out last and I stopped there. That is a mighty powerful card that's letting us know, it's reminding us that sometimes things have to be dismantled before they can be built up again. With this Joker coming out with this 9 of Clubs, which is 9 of Clubs is traditionally someone building up a boundary. It's letting you know in order to rebuild, things are going to have to change. Things are going to have to change potentially drastically. The way that you look at things, the way that we are closed off, the way that we speak to ourselves, what we ingest, all of the above. It's got to change in order for us to really come into that state of balance and alignment. The 7 came out reversed. The only 7 that came out reversed. That is not how we want to proceed in the year. The Tower is also a 7 to me, actually, because it is 16. But it's a different variation of 7, and it's a different magnitude of 7. With the Chariot coming out, it's saying if we don't face the music with what we've got and the tools that are at our disposal, then the Tower is going to happen. And we're going to be so sideswept, and we're going to be so shocked that we're not going to have that extra fluff needed to support us when a significant shift does happen. We really have an opportunity here to work collectively. 5 of Wands on the bottom of the clarification deck, reversed, is saying that that's not happening. Also that we may be losing our faith, which is a no-no. Don't lose your faith. Faith is so important now, but so is planning and strategy, discernment and alignment. Keeping our faith enriched is going to carry us to be able to keep all of these things essentially up to par, and to be able to tap into that insight and introspection to know when those different aspects need to be tapped into. Under the 5 of Wands reverse, we have the 8 of Cups reverse. Again, do not go outside of yourself. We don't need to go so far outside of ourselves for, underneath the 8 of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords, for that sense of insight that is needed for us to flourish. 3 of Cups upright. To flourish collectively. To flourish collectively and pursue our passions confidently, as opposed to unconfidently and without tapping into our own sense of power, which is our self-worth, which is our confidence. And again, 6 of Cups. You are being supported. Whatever opportunities happen during Aquarius season, you are being supported. 6 of Swords reversed. Up to you to tap into it. It's not up to anyone else. Literally. I'm putting all of these back. The next card is the Death card, and that's a message, okay? Breathe life into yourself. Breathe confidence into yourself. Oh wow, Ace of Swords here as well. Let's see what Tantra Toolbox has to say as we close out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helps. Wow. Okay. We got number 16 from Tantra Toolbox for the closing message, and it reads, "Be honest, especially with yourself. Small commitments lead to small accomplishment, which leads to big success. Stick to your commitments. It's key. And where there's a will, there's a way. If you have will, then there will be a way." Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy this new moon in Aquarius. Remember, you are limitless and you got this.